Okay, today we discuss about the Vex robotics platform and RobotC software, and we'll see 2015 the Skyrise game introduction by Vex. So first, I would like to introduce you about what is robot and some kinds of robot used here. So, in historical perspective, the robot, actually, the word robot came from the word robota, that meaning a slave-like robot. So it is a Czech word. The formal definition from Robot Institute of America, it is defined as a reprogrammable multifunctional manipulator designed to move material, parts, tools, etc. So we can say simple words, it's a machine, reprogrammable machine, which can be used to move the material parts like this. So we'll go to the next one, the common applications. We see that where we are going to use the robots generally. So first we start with, like, we have different kinds of applications by robot in different fields. So one is an industrial field, commercial field, military field, medical field, and planetary exploration, undersea exploration. So when you go for the industrial, like here, I'm showing like an arm which is going to be used for painting or moving the parts and assembling the parts and used in welding. So typical example of this industrial robot, I have just given two pictures, like one is an arm and the second one is which is painting the car, automated paint spraying robot. The second is in a commercial types of robots, like we can see nowadays there is automated vacuum cleaner, so which is going to with the timer setting you can clean the floor and it can go to the corners and take the dust and something like this. So these type of the robots which is used in household or commercial purpose. Next one, we have some robots which is used in the military to carry the weapons and to see where the human cannot go, human being cannot survive in the environment. The robot can go there and check the environment. So the common application is like in the military also. Another one, we have some like robots in medical field, like which is used for laparoscopic surgeries, like they have a small incision, they can make it and they can operate. So some surgeries they need like robot for assisted in the surgeries. So this is one of the example of the robot which is used in the medical field. The image is given. Like suppose some other robots are there which is used for planetary exploration, which is very fast and cheap and which can be controlled from here, from the using the wireless communication we can control them. And some areas which a human being cannot go, like an example is undersea exploration. So we have some robots which is used in the undersea explorations. So these are the some examples of the robots which are used in different fields, starting from the common household to the planetary, undersea, and like this. Now this is the basic explanation of the robots, where exactly the robot came, the word robot came, and what type of robots we have, and generally where we use the robots. Now in our class, basically we are interested in the Vex robotics platform, which is going to prepare you for the 2015 Skyrise competition. So in this Vex robotic competition, first we have to study about the platform, what the bed we are going to use, learning like what the programming you need to learn, like this. This is a sample image which you can see the Vex, all the parts are from the Vex. So you can see over there in the middle it is VexNet. You have in the middle, this one is VexNet, and then this is called as a microcontroller from the VexNet. Like basically for any computer, like any robot which is going to be reprogrammed, we need something like machine which have the controller, microcontroller, and which have some sensors. So suppose if you are connected that robot to the computer, and when you do some programming and when you try to transfer the program which is going to be executed on the robot, so the microcontroller is the base which is going to take the program, executable program, and which is going to execute, and then it is going to send the instructions to the motors which are connected to the microcontroller and sensors which are connected to the microcontroller. If you see here in this diagram, we have some tires, like two tires are there, blue color tires are there, and some sensors are there, and one battery is there, and the middle is the VexNet. The word VexNet is written. This is called as a VexNet microcontroller, which is going to be used for the programming purpose. Now when you go to the subsystem, like how to build the robot. To build the robot, we have some aluminum rods are there which is made up of some holes, and which can be we can cut them into pieces according to your requirement. Suppose if you take the VexNet now, the Vex competition 2015, it must be, the robot must be into 24 by 24 inch, so it must be in the square field 24 inch 24 inch. So we are going to make a robot which is in all the square, it must be 24 inch in the size system, in the size, sorry. So VexX forms some base of, suppose if you want to form the base of the robot which can carry the microcontroller and which can have the tires which is going to be controlled by the controller. So which is having, like, suppose the sample as given here in the PowerPoint, which allows you to connect the Vex part to the microcontroller. And then we have like how to attach them. To attach them, we are going to have some screws and nuts are there, which is mentioned from smaller to 4 types of screws are there, and 3 types of nuts are there, which is going to be fitted to the Vex robot. So these are the Vex authentication parts. So when we are participating in the competition, we are supposed to use these parts only. We cannot use the outside parts. So which is like we have here 3 types of nuts are there. The screws you can see here, then the common screw. The nuts you have 3 types. One is having a plastic base inside, so when you fit them, it is going to get a good grip. Another one which have a teeth, and another one is a normal nut. So these are the 3 types of nut we are going to use in the structuring the robot. Then how to move the robot. To move the robot, you have seen here the gears are there, then we have a wheels and some motors and the servos we call. Here we have 296 motor and 393, 2 types of motors we are using, and different types of wheels we can use here. So we have different kinds of wheels which can having a servo motion, which can move in 3 directions, like all the 4 directions it can move, like forward, backward, left side, right side, which can move. And to make the movement, like if you want to use the less motors and you want to speed up, we can use the gears here. You have seen the smallest to the biggest one gears, like 4 gears is given here in the image. So these are the components which we is going to used in moving up the robot. Then we have 2 types of motors are there, which is used in the Vex component. But in our lab we have alhamdulillah, we have 393 motors only. All the motors are 393, which is 2 wires, which can be extended to 3 wire by attaching another extension. So we have 2 types of motor. One is 269 motor, and the second one is a 393 motor. So which is connected to the Vex microcontroller, which is also called as a Cortex controller, which is ports are there. I will show you in the next diagram what type of ports which is going to be used. So these are the 2 kinds of motors we are going to have. So the appearance is the same, 3-wire motor and 2-wire motor. They appear in the same, but the difference in the operation. Like suppose if you go to the 3-wire motor, which rotates between 0 to 120 degrees, motor set to power value, servo is set to position value. So minus 127 degrees, 0 degrees, 60, like 127. So if you give the minus 127, so it's going to rotate 0 degrees. And if you give the 0 value, it's going to rotate 60 degrees. 127 is 120 degrees, like this. So like we can natural language command we can give, like set servo. When we discuss about the robot C, inshallah you will know what is the command of set servo. Like then we have sensors which are going to use in the Vex. Like any robot, it has to sense the environment, like what is in front of him, and to sense the light, and to follow some particular line, and to see the colors and these things. We are going to have some sensors here. So there are 2 kinds of sensors we call as the digital sensors and the analog sensors. The digital sensors example is like one, you have a bump sensor, then you have a limit switch, optical shaft encoder, ultrasonic rangefinder. These are coming under digital sensors. So we'll explain briefly in the next lecture inshallah about one of the parts by using some assemble, and by showing some examples how the switch will work, bumper switch and limit switch, optical shaft encoder, ultrasonic rangefinder. Then we have some analog sensors, like an example, light sensor, then we have a potentiometer and the line follower. Let us take an example of a potentiometer. How it works: it's an analog sensor which is going to measure the rotations of the shaft between 0 to 265 degrees up to. So like when we attach this one to the rotating wheel, so how many rotations the wheel is going to move, we can find using the potentiometer. So we can increase or decrease the wheel movement depending on the potentiometer values. So potentiometer will be it will not rotate completely, rotate up to 265 degrees anyway. Then next one is digital counting. So this one is used for digital counting, like how many rotations I told you, like how many rotations it is used. Like if you see here, this is called one type of analog sensor, and this is a digital counting. This is going to give you like number of spins inner shaft is making, and it can move around 360 degrees, and it can count for one revolution how many, like it can count up to for how many times the wheel is rotating, and it can count up and down. Means what it's going, suppose the robot is going forward, it is going to say counting up. When the robot is coming backward, it is going to count the downwards. And which can control distance. Suppose let us say we are going to say that like we are moving 1 centimeter robot, so how many counts it shaft this encoder like is making. So from that we can understand, we can measure. Suppose this much digital number is coming, and suppose say 10 we are getting, that means in 10, when the count is 10, it is moving, suppose say 1 centimeter. So when the count is 20, it is moving to 2 centimeters. So we can calculate the distance easily. We can monitor the distance, how much distance it is traveling, something like that. So next one, ultrasonic sensor. It is like bats and submarines, how they sense the distance. The same thing, it is going to send some sound value and returning back, like 2D distance it is sending, and 2D by 2 you are going to get the distance how much we have. So we can calculate the distance up to 0 to 255 inches. And suppose I have a robot and there is an obstacle in front of the robot. So before the obstacle obstacle is touching the robot, I want to stop the robot. So how to sense the obstacle, how much distance the obstacle is there? So we can find using the ultrasonic sensor. So this ultrasonic sensor sends a sound, and which is going to return the value. When obstacle is there, it is going to return the value, and that value will be calculated, and we can say okay, so we have some more distance to the obstacle, or obstacle is nearby, so we can stop the robot, or we can make the robot to come back like this. So how much distance maximum we can calculate? From 0 to 255 inches. So this ultrasonic capacity is 0 to 255 inches, and we can convert these inches into centimeters or millimeters. So this is an example how it is going to calculate. So suppose say here, if you see in the image, it is near and far, something like this. So this ultrasonic finder, what it is going to do, it is going to detect the object, that is here in the object, in the sense we can say that it's an obstacle. Then it is going to calculate the distance from between the obstacle and the sensor. We can say that suppose if the distance between the obstacle and the robot is, suppose say 10 inches, then I said okay, come on, stop it and take a move backward, something like that. So we can understand the obstacle by using this range finder. This is one example. And this is, when you see here, this is an important thing in the VEX, is the VEX microcontroller, and it is VEX 2.0, which is having, you can see the USB stick is there. So in this USB stick, what is the use of this USB stick is mainly we have a remote. So to connect the remote to this VEX controller, we are going to have two USB sticks, which is wirelessly controlled. So we keep one to the VEX controller and another to the remote, so they can be paired using the USB cable. Inshallah, in the next lecture I am going to show you like how we are going to assemble them and how this can be communicated with each other. Now on this VEX controller, you are going to have 12 digital ports are there, 8 analog inputs are there, 10 motor ports are there. So means one VEX controller maximum it can use 10 motors. Suppose if you take a Skyfire, we can use maximum up to 12 motors. The Skyrace example, the new the 2015 competition, they allowed up to 12 motors we can use, but this we have 10 motor ports are there. So the first port one will be 2-wire port will be there only, and we can connect the 2-wire motor only in the first port. The remaining the 9 ports are 3-wire ports, we can use the 3-wire ports. Then we have VEX NECT connection, so which is going to have, you can see here in the diagram, like USB, and then some we have extensions, like we can have a USB like a LCD screen and video you can see, but presently we don't have those things. So our VEX controller doesn't have the LCD screen, so just we have these inputs, like 12 digital inputs are there, and 8 analog inputs are there. These 12 digital and 8 analog, as we discussed in the previous slides. Like we have sensors like digital sensors and analog sensors. So the analog sensors will be connected in the 8 analog inputs, and the digital sensors will be connected into the 12 digital ports, and the remaining is 10 motor ports are there, like 393 motor, which I discussed in the last slides, we can use here. So which is used in the motion of the moving of the robot. Then what are the software we are going to, which software we are going to use? So we are going to use here the Robot C specially, which is used specially developed for the robots, Vex robots, and Lego Mindstorm robots from Microsoft. So we can program using Easy C or Robot C, but presently we are using the Robot C, which is very easy, and which is the industry standard programming for the robots. So suppose if you take when you install the Robot C for Vex, you can take the trial. If you download from the internet, you can it's free of cost. For a trial period is there, so around 30 days I think you can get the trial period, and then you can see here when you first time when you open it, you will get some interface like this one. So the presently we are using Robot C4 version. Once you get it, we have some sample programs are there. So there we see, when you see the interface in the Robot C, first we get file, edit, view, robot, window, and help. When you click the robot, you will see compile and download the program, compile the program, Vex Cortex download method, software inspection, like something is there. Then we are having a platform type. So here we are going to use the Vex, so we are going to select the Vex. Then natural language library is Vex Cortex. After that, once you have selected this one, we can see some sample programs, so to run it. Even no need to have a Vex robot. Here it is giving Robot C. With when you download the Vex Robot C for Vex controller, you have Robot Virtual World software. Like virtually we can test the robot. Once you tested the program, you can upload to the microcontroller for checking. So like how to check that one, let us say we go to the file, open sample program. Here the basic movement is there, and how to programming bumper and switches, control structures with that. Open any one of the program, you can see the coding. So once you take the program, just you have to say here, when you see here in the first one, robot is the compile and download the program F5, and the target will be there, compiler program target. So here you have to select the target as a Robot Virtual World. When you select the Robot Virtual World, automatically it is going to compile and run in the Robot Virtual World. Or we can select the physical robot, so which is the robot which is made by us using the Vex microcontroller, which is you can connect through the wireless USB, or or you can connect to the physical USB cable. Then you can download the program. There are two ways, like we can directly compile and download the program to the Vex controller, or before that we are going to check on the virtual world. If it is running okay without any errors, then we can upload to the controller. And these are the sample programs. You can see the movements. So inshallah in the next class we'll discuss about the Robot C basic programming, and how to program the sensors, and one by one. So this tier competition, robotic competition, is a SkyRise. This is a sample play field is there, in that you have the square bricks are there. You have to take them using the robot, and you have to put them. So the various corners and putting the rules and everything is provided, and you can see the sample video in the YouTube. When you go to the Vex robotic competition SkyRise, using if you search in the YouTube, you will get the videos how it is working. Sample design will be there. So now here we have all the parts are provided with you, so you are going to check them, like some designs, and which we can say that this design is optimized and this design is good. So then you can use that design in the field and test them. So as you have before going for the program to run on the physical world, you can check in the Robot Virtual World, so which is free. You can use for like trial period is there, you can use them. Thank you for the lecture.